I honestly feel like, and that's the sad thing, a lot of I feel like a lot of women were raised to have internalized misogyny. For example, internalized misogyny example would be like, like that, oh, she should have stayed home. Or maybe if she wasn't partying, or maybe if she wasn't doing this, that is literally what, like, that's what keeps that toxic cycle. You know what I mean? Or having just that mindset of women should be like this, women should do this, blah, blah. Like it comes from women, which is sad. And you know what? I get a lot of it actually does come from mothers, sadly. You like I've just with studying everything, like it is really common for it to come from mothers. Even things like the way we dress and things like that. Oh, I laugh about it now, but for example, it's so funny, my mum's more traditional than my dad. And when we were in Tonga, I remember when I was about, I think it was the first time I went over there, it must have been, because it's so hot in Tonga, and I was 15 or 16, and I wore shorts, obviously, it's hot, and I wore shorts, and I had all these shorts, and my mum was furious, and she was
it shorts or like short shorts? Was it short shorts?
Oh, like short shorts. But this is the thing. I in my mind, I'm like,
that's just shorts.
Hot, I'm it's hot. I'm gonna wear shorts. And because I didn't grow up with a lot of, I had boy cousins and uncles stuff, but because our home, like, we didn't grow up with brothers in the house. I wore shorts and stuff all the time. So you don't think about that. So when I went to Tonga and I was wearing shorts, I remember my mom was yelling at me. She was like, "Go and change right now. We are in Tonga. You do not wear shorts." And this is me. I was like, "It's hot. What are you expect to wear?" And you know what's so funny? My dad, I found this ironic. My dad was actually the one. I went to my dad. I was like, "Can I wear this?" And my dad was actually the one who said to my mom, he's like, "No, she's a child," which is true. Like a 15-year-old, like, you're still a child, but obviously, you just learn from a young age, like, things like that, obviously, and our culture, customs, or everything. But it was so funny. I found it so ironic that it was my dad who said not to care, and he was the one who was like, "It's hot, and she's not used to this climate," and so I ended up being allowed to wear the shorts. But because of, I just thought it was interesting because it came from my mum, and not my dad. And then it's funny, even like going into my 20s, when I would still wear shorts, and I had Islander friends. And I remember one friend, pointed it out to me, and I said, "My dad," and this is so funny, I always use this because I'm like, my dad approved of this, so you can talk to my dad if you have a problem. So it's funny because it usually does, like you said, it comes from other women, and we learn that way of thinking. It's just so crazy how, like, all of that, and even like the shaming, it usually does come from other women, and I feel like that's where it's pushed forward, because women are doing it to other women. And that's how these things continue, because women are just going against each other, and when we should just be really uplifting each other. But hopefully I see the younger generation already, obviously, and there's a lot more, I guess, women empowerment today than ever before. So hopefully we can progress, like, the faster we can progress, like, with our people, out of those mindsets, and even out of the victim blaming mindset. Hopefully we can, like, keep pushing out of that, because I guess we don't want our kids to go through the same thing.